Hey everybody! Hope everybody is well rested for this beautiful day. It's been sunny pretty much every day. It's a little cloudy at the moment, but it's been pretty sunny um, and warming up. No snow. Crazy when I had my accident, we were walking through like the snow like as if I was up north where I'm from. And then just with everything going on in my recovery, I go outside and there's no snow anywhere. It was just kind of crazy how, one minute you have it and then the next minute you look and it's gone. And I remember spending like 4 or 5 hours out there with my kids shoveling the one day, and it's all gone now. So, um, today when I woke up, um, and like I had mentioned before, I look out my window, beautiful big window in my room, and I look out the window and I just so thankful for God and for all that He provides and all that He is. And I see His beauty. I see it in the clouds. I see it in just the light itself, just peering through my window, even if it's not sunny. I don't need the sun to feel good. A lot of people here, like, oh, I'm depressed because it's not sunny out. It's not a nice day out. Even when it rains, I'm just like, wow, it's so beautiful. Just all the little blessings, I think, hidden in the things that we take for granted. But when I wake up often in the morning, I think about the Lord, I think about His love, I think about so many different things. And, thinking about seeking for love. We often do that in our life. We often seek to be loved. We often want people to love us. We want to go and search for it, and not always in, it could be in negative ways as well. But we're often looking and searching for God to, or not for God, sorry, for love in all the other areas of life instead of God, instead of through Him, because He is the love giver, He is the life giver, He is ultimately love. So it's so important that we understand that positioning, and from there, it really changes your mindset, changes your view, it changes just so many things. So, do you wake up in the morning, or do you go on your day, or whatever it may be? It doesn't have to be morning. Some people, it's not morning people. Do you seek after love? Do you go searching for it? Do you look for it in other people? Validation, identity, purpose, value. If you search for those things and you seek, and you see a lot of insecurity, myself included, I really had a serious issue, maybe just what I was experiencing growing up, and what I seen probably had caused a lot of that. But I had a lot of issues for a long time in my life with insecurity and just being validated and loved and accepted by someone, specifically more a partner, but also to other people. But we often go and search for love, we seek it. But in reality, that is not, or in God's reality, that is not really where we're supposed to be, where we're supposed to be standing. It's when I know Him that I am love. I don't go out to I don't go out, to seek to be loved. I go out and become love for others. I be love everywhere I go. Instead of looking for what I can get and what I need, I become what others need, if that makes sense. Not everybody is following the Lord and on that path. So there's going to be people out there that are going to be in need of love, right? But the more we know Him, the more we become like Him. We search for something in life. We search because we are in need, right? Like I had mentioned. But in Christ, we have all things. All things. And we should not ever be in need of love. If we have love at our disposal, I'm just moving my camera here. If we are in need of love, then there's something missing for us. We should not be in need. We should not be needing to search so deep for something that has already been kind of given to us. The Lord has given to us all things, and it's in Him that we can experience all things. So if I am walking in Christ, I shouldn't be out so in depth looking and seeking to be loved by someone and then let down because they just cannot provide. They cannot stand up to what I think I need. When in reality, they can't do that because they're in the same boat as me. They may think that they're higher. They may think that they're not in need, but we are all in need of Christ. And it's in that place, once we are in Christ, we do not live from a place of need anymore. We become what Christ has really given for us to become. Love, we become peace, because all those things, they are the fruit that people see around us. And you're not going to be let down when someone says something that hurt you. You're not going to be feeling rejected when someone doesn't accept you. Jesus was rejected all the time. Jesus was let down by everybody, even the closest ones that were to him when he walked with them. They all let him down. They all said they would be there, and none were left. They all went against him in some way. They lied. They dishonored him. They just did so many things, and we all do as well. We will always be disappointed when we put everything into another person. If I'm so fixated on putting my life and my needs and wants and desires into someone else, unfortunately, I can't really expect. In reality, if we really think about it, I can't expect that person to be able to stand up to everything that I want them to be. They're not that person. They're not, for one, they're not Jesus, and they're not able to provide for us everything that we ever need in life. The only one that can provide that is Jesus. And when we walk in him, we receive those things. So remember, it's not ourselves, it's not others. Nothing that we can do or other people can do can fully fill or provide everything we ever need. We often search for meaning, love, or purpose in so many different ways. But in Christ, we have purpose. We have meaning. We can be all things in him. We can experience love because he is love. And then there'll come a time when you'll start noticing, like, wow, like, that's happening in my life. That is, that person just said that to me and I'm not offended. Or, like, that person didn't follow through with what they said. Normally I would be really upset and feel like they don't love me, and I feel rejected, I feel let down, I feel like I'm not good enough, and you just get out of control. And you see that and you think, wow, that didn't happen this time. Like, I'm not experiencing that. So the more that you walk in Christ, the more you're going to see that, and you're not going to need that. And really, you're going to look to him when you feel a need, you feel a desire come on, you're going to go right to him. And when you go to him, you're going to see that he's going to provide what you need, and he fulfills all those empty spaces, all those things that he has freely paid the penalty for us to have. So, we see that in 1 Corinthians as well, 13. It tells us all about love that doesn't seek its own. Actually, I'm just going to turn my camera here. I'm just going to make sure that I can see the whole thing. But if I actually have it on my living room wall there. If you see, I have 1 Corinthians 13, the whole verse on my wall. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not easily angered. Love keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But remember, it says that love in a different version. It says that love does not seek its own. It's there. It's just, it does not envy. There's so much meaning to that. There's so much meaning, and we should really be looking to what the purpose of that was. Like, what was 1 Corinthians 13 about? What is love? That right there is Jesus. That is all that he was when he was when he walked with his followers. He was all those things, always, until he was gone, until he died, crucified, died, and resurrected, and went to be with the Father. He was all those things. And that is an example for us. That's an example for us to follow. Being love removes all selfish motives. It removes thoughts of self and our own interests. We become unselfish. We live in a culture, obviously, that we see that is overrun by a sense of entitlement. You see that a lot. Everybody thinks that they are owed something. It's all about me. Life is totally opposite of what Jesus taught about. We see in others, and even as Christians, we can also step out and allow those things to become our life, rule our life. But we got to put our eyes back on Christ, because it's about him. It's about what he's done for us and the freedom that he's given us to be able to walk the way he did. The word tells us to serve one another. This love here speaks of it. It is not. It is patient. It is kind. It is not proud, not rude. These are not just me for myself, but also towards others, right? That's what love is. It serves another. It bears one another's burdens. It looks out for the interests of others. You see this in Galatians, Philippians as well as many different other scriptures that talk about really love without saying love. But you look at the whole Bible, and it was love. Even when God corrected the Israelites, that was love. When God rebuked them and pushed them away because they were walking in their sin, that is love. It may not look like it. It may look like, wow, he doesn't really love them, but it really is love. He did that. Obviously, they were not walking in the way they were supposed to be walking. They had so many opportunities to be able to walk that way. But regardless, they were given that opportunity and they didn't step up to it. And if you would just allow a child to just continue to do the same things over and over, you're not teaching them anything. So it's important that you see that love is also correcting. Love is discipline. Love is telling someone, that they're wrong. It's not about always being in a place of comfort. We should not ever seek our own advantage, our own comforts, our own ease, honor. our pleasure or our benefit. But we should all sacrifice everything above all for the benefit of others. Now, I'm not saying that you should just completely let yourself go and just forget about you and just think about others. That's not what I'm saying. When our hearts and our desire is about ourselves and it puts others behind, that's the problem. Now, you get up in the morning and you want to go take a shower,